Hello and welcome to Versus Live. I'm Ross Merriam.
And I'm Corey Ballmeister.
And we've got Rob on the booth. Say hi, Rob.
Hi, Rob.
Works so smoothly.
He crushes. Every time. Every time.
Rob will be taking all of your questions, comments, concerns, and burns in the chat. Make sure you tag at Star City Games so he can see them and send his favorites over to us. It is Ikoria preview season, which...
Yes, new cards.
Is Corey's Christmas.
Yeah, it is
4 times a year.
Corey. Never mind. I'll end the show already, okay? I'll just head out.
I made that joke at the end of the last show.
Did you?
Right off camera. I told you to change your Twitter display name.
Yeah, I blacked out the whole last show because I got beat so badly by you in Ikoria, in our first Ikoria session, that I really just completely got that out of my brain.
Well, maybe you should have studied it so you could find where you're making mistakes.
No, I don't want to relive it. That was a beating. I was drawing like you all last week. I was just mulling to 5 all the time. You were getting perfect hands. It was a paradox, really. But
it was a great day.
Great day. Yeah, absolutely great day. But it was a fun day. But now we got a lot of fun decks planned for today as well. I'm really excited for this one.
Yeah, there's been, I don't know quite how far into the set we are, but
we got to be getting over halfway at least, and we missed a decent amount of cards that were spoiled yesterday because they were spoiled late into the evening. We get our deck lists in early so they have time to be made and stuff like that. So we missed some of the fun ones at the end of the night, but we definitely got some new stuff from last week. That's for sure.
Right, plenty of cards. Yeah. We're starting to get to the point where we can incorporate multiple cards into the same decks and really start to explore some of the synergies that are built into the set. Which is really nice. It gives you an idea of what the context is going to be that these cards exist in, which is always so important.
Exactly.
You can read a card and think about it in the abstract, and some cards read really powerfully, but if they don't exist in the right context to maximize their abilities, then they're just not going to be good.
Yeah, if they don't fall into any shell, they're not going to see play. So, and that doesn't say that something that doesn't fit right now in the metagame won't be busted when the next set comes out. So these are cards you still want to keep in your head, but we are definitely trying cards that we think are going to be good.
Yep. And I am trying what is sure to be one of my favorite cards in the entire set.
Shark Tornado, yes.
And that is
the Octopus. Yeah, this card is great. This card seems great. This is right up your alley.
Oh, yeah. It's everything I ever want to be doing. I'm still salty at Emma Handy for snagging the ability to write about this card this week on StarCityGames.com. So that article, if it's not up already, we're doing kind of a rolling thing. So it might even be up.
You may be a little bummed about that, but I think all the people reading it are so much more hyped because she is just so much better at... No, I'm just kidding.
Hey, that's the kind of show it's going to be today. Okay.
We're throwing harpoons here at sharks today.
Well, it's going to be hard to hit a shark that is spinning really quickly because it's in a typhoon.
That's true.
Because I'm also playing with Shark Typhoon. This is Izzet Flash deck.
I can still deal with your firstborn shark, but not the second.
So I'm going to be playing Izzet Flash in our first match. A deck that was popular several months ago.
Yeah.
My list is even more Flash intensive, really trying to play that game. I think
You're so flashy.
Yeah, very flashy. I think Essence Scatter is a great addition to it.
Yeah.
It's just way better than their other options have been for 2-mana counter.
You don't like Quench?
I do not.
Okay, yeah. Honestly, blue-red...
I do not like it on a bench.
I was trying to think of another one, but I failed.
I had Wrench.
All right.
Okay.
We'll leave it there. But no, Izzet Flash was pretty popular up until the last Mythic Championship, where blue-green Flash just kind of rose as the better Flash deck, and it was also just an abysmal matchup.
Night Pack Ambusher, just really hard to deal with.
Exactly, and that's kind of the same right now. Like, we're seeing a lot of Night Pack Ambusher Teamer Flash decks in the metagame, so I'll be curious if these cards are good enough.
Essence Scatter does help you there.
Essence Scatter
does, to be able to counter the Night Pack Ambusher, give them a little pause even. They might not even cast it, even if you don't have the Scatter in hand, so...
it'll be interesting. Some really cool cards there. I'm a little unsure about this one, but I like your Shark Tribal deck to really kind of lean into that.
Yeah, Race is a great shark. Just a pretty powerful card if you get to counter a spell with it.
Yep.
I'm a little wary of the restrictions on it being that it's a 5-mana spell, but you've got a 5-mana creature that you have in your sideboard, so it should line up pretty well.
Oh yeah.
Matchup.
No, this will be in the main. This isn't going to be starting in my sideboard. Well, technically, I guess it is. I don't know how.
Yes.
That really works. It starts in the sideboard, and then when we start, I'm like, hold.
You just reveal it. It's still in your sideboard. You can just cast it from your sideboard.
Okay, so I don't get to start with it just right here.
I mean, you can leave it there. To make
All right. So what I'm going to be playing here is featuring Obosh, the Prey Piercer, and playing, the exact deck requirements here of playing only odd number stuff. We are playing Red-Black Sacrifice with the Planeswalker at the top. What is it? Luca. Playing Luca at the top.
Outcast.
Yeah, other than that, no real new cards in the main deck besides this, but I mean, we're going to be drawing a new card every single game here with Obosh. We don't get to play like Priest of the Forgotten Gods, but we still get to play, Cat, Oven, Mayhem Devil, Midnight Reaper, Woe Strider. You get Murderous Rider, the important ones.
Yeah, it's really only Priest that you're sacrificing.
Priest and Croxa for the list that are doing that, but, that's just okay anyways.
And Obosh synergizes really, really well with Mayhem Devil.
Yeah.
Just turns all of your creatures into... It sets up some really big turns.
Yeah, and I do think we're going to not see Obosh shine here because you do have so many counter spells, and it is very apparent to you, so you're going to be able to see it coming. But, I don't have to play it right away. I can kind of zig and zag around you a little bit and then play it when it's very impactful.
It really is just an extra card, and you put me under enough pressure that I might have to just burn my counter spells early. Or fall too far behind, so it's a scary card.
Yeah, I think this is going to be a really fun matchup, to be honest. So what do you say? Should we get into it?
Let's do it.
All right, perfect. So yeah, you didn't win the marbles last week. You utterly dominated the marbles with Ikoria. So I've been up play testing, these cards with friends.
Been in the lab.
Yeah, just really trying to not embarrass myself this time. So we'll see what we can do here. Well, this hand is not looking. I guess that was a little bit of a saving grace. I'll keep this. It's not insane or anything.
I
but
will keep as well.
Okay, let's go with... I'll take 2, go to 18. And then we'll go with Knight of the Ebon Legion. Pass to you.
Okay. I will start on a Temple of Epiphany.
Okay.
And... yeah, I'll keep that one.
All right. Untap. I probably won't have a 2-drop for you this turn, believe it or not. But I will get in there for one.
19.
Then we'll switch life totals here. I'll go to 19, you go to 18. Do a little scrying. Don't want this excess land, and I'll pass to you.
I'm going to shock to 16.
Okay.
And pass the turn.
Okay. So now I have to have a lot of things on my mind. I have to try to play around Brazen Borrower, Bone Crusher Giant, and counterspells. So if you didn't have access to, something like Bone Crusher Giant, Brazen Borrower, I'd feel a lot more content just jamming and pumping to Knight of the Ebon Legion. But the blowout effect is so bad if you have Bone Crusher Giant that it really is a rough play. So I almost want to just be jamming here.
Hope you like jamming.
Very nice. I hope you like jamming too. That's where you're going, right?
Oh yeah.
We're just going to attack here.
Take 2.
Okay. Now I don't want to walk into a Essence Scatter, so maybe I just get this down. Oops. We're gonna go with Witch's Oven.
I will respond to the oven with Scorching Dragonfire on Called Familiar.
That's very mean.
I was willing to take 1 here just to see if you played like a Mayhem Devil that turn or Midnight Reaper.
That was quite mean of you. All right, then we're going to scry. I think we can keep this on top and pass to you.
Okay, I will scry with Temple of Epiphany.
Okay.
And we will keep that on top. Pass the turn.
Untap, draw. Let's go with... the beatdowns. So now it's interesting. I could try to pump, and if you have a removal, I can at least sack it to oven. So if it's an adventure creature, it doesn't work, but I still don't think it's worth it. So we'll put you to 13. Second main, Woe Strider.
Sure.
Get a goat and pass to you. So I don't know what zone this is supposed to be. If it's just supposed to stay in my sideboard.
Yeah, it's just supposed to be in your sideboard, but revealed.
Okay. All right. Well, we're gonna put it. I am. They wouldn't let me on to Commander Versus, so I'm just, trying to be included.
On your end step, I'm gonna try to bounce this Woe Strider.
Bounce the Woe Strider, huh? I don't think I want you to have access to Brazen Bar, so we're going to sack it.
Okay.
I'm going to get a food.
Castle Vantress, pass turn.
Okay. Let's see. I will attack. Okay, take one.
I'm a 12.
I'll sack this. Still think I just need to resolve a nice spell here, otherwise I'm going to be in a lot of trouble. This board really isn't enough. If I had that cat going, that would have been insane, but we're going to go with Luca.
I will respond with an opt.
Okay.
I think this Mystical Dispute can go on the bottom.
Okay.
Though it wouldn't be the worst here. I really need to find some pressure myself. It felt kind of behind. I felt like I needed to bounce the Woe Strider.
Okay.
And now I don't have any pressure, but I do have an Ionize.
I was going to say, if you don't have a way to deal with that, not having the dispute seems silly, but...
Here it's 17.
17. Pass to you.
Yeah, I already had the counter spell. Just wanted to find some pressure in response.
Kind of figured.
I will play a mountain and pass the turn.
Okay, untap. That was a pretty good draw on our part. See what we want to do now. I'm going to start with a Judith. Yes.
I'm going to play Voracious Great Shark and counter that.
Counter it.
It's counter a creature spell or an artifact.
Okay. Seems pretty good. Got a kitty.
That is also good.
Put you to 11. I'll go to 18. Can't really attack here, so we'll just pass to you.
Pass the turn.
I will...
No real point in attacking.
Sack the cat.
Ikoria is a free block.
We'll just do that. I don't want to fall victim to a Scorching Dragonfire, so we're going to just go like this. I think I like just continuing to put pressure on. So we're going to go with the Bosch.
That will resolve.
All right. Source you control would deal damage. Cat doesn't deal damage, so that is a little bit of a nombo, but it's still a giant creature, so I will pass to you.
It's double that much damage?
Yeah.
Double it. On your end step, I will cycle Shark Typhoon.
Shark Typhoon!
4/4.
4/4 flyer.
We don't have shark tokens, so we'll use these Matthias Hunts.
Rob, you forgot the shark tokens.
Sorry, I left them in the printers.
Okay.
regretting bottoming that.
Mystical Dispute? Yeah. Seems like a card you wouldn't want, but just 3-mana Mana Leak would have been quite good against a Bosch. Now it does seem a little tough for you to kill that card, but...
Okay, let's crack the Fabled Passage.
Okay. All right, so I'm not really too afraid of the 5/4 body, although it can get in the way of some things, but the flyer is going to be a problem. You got 3 cards over there, Ross?
I have 3 cards, yeah.
Okay.
And at this point, I'm under a ton of pressure. I do think I need to just find something this turn. I can't really hold back.
Excellent. Excellent.
Maybe I can hold back for a turn. Not really. The 4/4 doesn't block either of these very well.
No, it doesn't. Knight of the Ebon Legion is a card that hasn't been very good. There's just so many ways to interact with the ability that it feels like almost a liability sometimes, but of course the card can just be broken.
Okay. So let's mutate onto the Shark.
Okay.
And let's have it be a 4/4.
Okay.
Flyers.
You don't want it to be a 2/2 flash with flying?
It's going to be flash flying regardless. The question is whether it's 4/4 or 2/2. If I attack with this and don't find any sort of interaction, then I am going to
take some damage.
Take too much damage. I'm going to take 6, 8. Yeah, I'll just be dead.
Excellent. I like it when you have no life points.
So I absolutely
That's my favorite kind of Ross.
And I think that means I need to go for it and just mutate the second octopus.
Oh, baby, we're all in.
So I got 2 cards. I need to find something.
All right. I'll take it.
You go to 14.
14. Find some things?
You're up.
All right. End step, bring back a kitty.
So 15 to 10.
15 to 10. Sack the kitty. Bring back the kitty. Now I want to attack with it, so I'll risk the Scorching Dragonfire.
So 16 to 9.
16 to 9. Yep. On top.
Yep.
Okay. I'll risk the Dragonfire. It's pretty good, or at least a decent draw. I think I need to just attack like this. I could play something, but I think I would rather attack first, so we're going to get in there. Bring in the pain. Knight of the Ebon Legion is threatening a solid 14 damage right now.
Before blocks, I will play a Spectral Sailor.
Okay.
Go to blocks?
Yeah.
Block Cauldron Familiar, block Obosh.
Okay, so I'm guessing you have a Brazen Borrower. Otherwise, you would be dead. Pump.
Okay, Petty Theft Tonight.
Okay, think I don't want you to have that Brazen Borrower.
And what are you going to have?
Maybe that pump was bad.
I mean, if you don't pump, I can just take 2, right?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, we'll sack this. Get a food.
Get a food. These all trade?
Yep. All right. Well, you found something.
Yeah, I found 2 things, actually. Those are my 2 draws.
Impressive.
Not bad.
Impressive. Okay. Now...
Please don't have Murderous Rider.
I don't. We'll go like that, and...
That's pretty good.
Pass to you.
Scorching Dragonfire, please.
Yeah.
Okay, attack for 4.
Okay, take it.
Brings you to 12, and I will draw 2.
Okay. I don't like this.
Pass the turn.
Bring back Kitty.
I'm at 8, you're at 13?
Yep. Untap. I'm gonna escape Woe Strider.
In response.
Sure.
Brineborn Cutthroat.
Sure.
Brineborn Cutthroat, get a counter.
Okay.
Thassa's Intervention, counter unless you pay 2.
Wow. Tilt.
Counters.
Tilt. All right. Well, that wasn't ideal for me. I will... I guess I'll attack.
I think I want to trade here. Though maybe not. If I go to 5, you're at 13. You get to block here. You take 7. You go to 6. And then it gets kind of tough for you to do this loop. I guess you would stay the same life, so that's actually fine. And I'd be losing life. And you'd be drawing cards. I think this is just going to put me so far ahead that I think
really
trading is fine.
Yeah, I debate if I want to sack Cauldron Familiar here. I probably want to do that first. So let's sack, draw a card.
But then you don't have an easy block, right?
I get to bring it back, right?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Yeah,
you have
yeah.
extra food.
Yeah, so I'll do that.
You go to 12.
12, draw a card. Okay, and then damage.
Trade.
I go to 11.
Yep.
Draw a card.
I'm at 8.
And then I'll put this into play and pass to you.
Attack for 8.
Bring back Cauldron Familiar.
That is fine.
All right, you're at 7. I'm at 12.
Yep.
I'll block.
Yep. You go to 8. I draw 2.
Yep.
Play a mountain.
Okay.
And pass the turn.
All right, I'll bring back Cauldron Familiar.
So I go to 6. You go
9 to 6,
9.
yep. Untap.
Still on my turn. I'll stop that.
Okay. Done?
Yep.
I will attempt to cast Mayhem Devil.
Resolves. Am I dead?
Might be.
1, 2, 3, 4. I see you have 4 damage.
I'll sack upstairs to you.
I go to 5.
If you don't have anything, I think you might be dead.
Do you have another way to get a card in the graveyard? Don't you need one more?
Well, it is Exile 4, so I can...
Oh, it's Exile 4.
Yeah, so
Then
I can get rid of
then
these.
I think I'm dead.
But I think I need Cauldron Familiar, right?
No, I'm at 5, right? So
Yeah.
So you Witch's Oven, sack this.
Yep, put you to 4.
Put me to 4.
Woe
Get a food.
Strider.
Sack the food. Put me to 3. Return Familiar. Oh, but then you're a card short. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, so that puts me to 2. Yeah, you need one more card.
Let's see here. Let me do this. Math real quick. It's Woe Strider. 1, 2, 3, 4.
And with the Woe Strider, you only have 3 more. 2 goats and sack the Woe Strider to the oven.
Let's see. Yeah, because I can escape the Woe Strider, but I'd have to get rid of Cauldron Familiar, which I don't really want to do. I could sack Mayhem Devil to the oven, deal 1 to you, bring back Cauldron Familiar, and then have Woe Strider. That doesn't seem great. 1 to you to 4. Yeah, this is tricky. This is tricky. I think I'm 1 short.
Yeah. Well, 1 card short.
Yeah.
Or 2 damage.
So I guess I'll just pass.
Okay. On your end step, I will get another 4/4.
Okay.
But I am 1. I guess I'm 2 short because you can bring back the familiar. But any stomp or something would be welcome. So let's make that cycle. It's not a bad draw.
I think while you're tapped, I am going to sack this to get a food. 1 to you. Put you to 4.
Yep.
And then sack 1 to you and cat. So 2 to you.
I'm going to go to 2. You'll be at 10.
2 to 10. Yep. I think I chucked this game at some point.
Those were good draws. So I'm definitely going to use this. Question is on what? It's
going to be a good match regardless. These games are tight.
Yeah.
Shark Tornado looks real good though so far. Holy. So does Curious Obsession.
So you have 3 other cards in the graveyard right now?
Yep. 1 short of Woe Striding.
Okay. I'm going to bounce one of these and force you to block with the other one.
Okay.
And I think I'm going to bounce the Mayhem Devil.
Okay.
That way, if you want to return Cauldron Familiar, you have to put a different card in your graveyard.
Mm-hmm.
Attack with everything.
Okay.
You go to 2. I draw 2 cards.
2 to 2. Yep.
I drew a stomp.
Oh, dang it.
I had Scatter for the Devil, which is why otherwise it's easy bounce Familiar. But if I bounce Familiar, I can Scatter either. I also draw Ionize.
Yeah.
But
Drew Murderous Rider.
Oh.
Murderous Rider was going to be the next draw, but a little too late. Needed that earlier.
Yeah, that any Murderous Rider earlier would have.
Well,
been...
you needed 2 spells to keep you in the game that one turn, and you drew 2. So
I needed 1 spell to stay alive. 2 just really turn
2
things
to
around pretty
turn
quickly.
the corner. Yeah. Well, that was impressive. Shark Tornado looked good.
Surprisingly,
the Curious Obsession looked great. Yeah.
Even the Great Shark just countered something, traded for your 5 drop.
Yeah. You want to do 2 pre again? We'll do 1 post forward. Yeah, I think that seems best. But yeah, it looked great. Great.
I was definitely in trouble there. A couple timely draws.
Yeah.
And then the deck turned the corner.
Yeah, I think I also, there were situations I could have played better as well. Like even when I had Knight dealing damage, if I just didn't pump, then if you go to bounce it, you either take 2, sure, or I play Midnight Reaper and that. I was limited to only playing 1 creature then after you bounced, and then I didn't have enough pressure coming back. So I think I made some mistakes that game, but yeah.
That is frequently the case when your aggro deck leaves your opponent at 2.
Yeah, there's always something on the line, yeah. All right, Rob, well, hey, you got any questions for us here while we get ready for this next game?
I do.
What we got?
We had a question about your Rakdos Sacrifice deck and whether or not you think Light Up the Stage could fit in a deck like this.
Light Up the Stage is interesting. I considered it, because we do have a lot of 1-drops. I would think this isn't your stock 4 of Light Up the Stage deck. I would think maybe a 2 of to kind of gain a little bit more value. But definite consideration.
Cool with Cauldron Familiar too.
It really is,
Return a Familiar. I have all my mana.
Yeah.
After for 1.
Exactly. Yeah, and you can just bring it back from your yard. And have Cauldron Familiar in your yard and start the turn by doing that and then lighting up the stage. Something mono red can't really do unless they have creatures and they can attack beforehand. But yeah, light up the stage is a good consideration. I could see it. All right, so I'm going to go first. All right. Let's see what we got. This hand's looking good. Nope, good enough to me.
Don't think this one's going to be good enough for me.
Five.
Only one land. I do have Opt Temple, like dig for more lands, but I also have like kind of expensive spells. I have this one Dispute, which is clunky, and the 5-drop Great Shard.
Huh?
Also, if I'm falling behind, the Octopus isn't great. Like if that game had ended earlier, game 1, like the Octopuses would have just languished in my hand the entire game because I just never got a chance to turn the corner.
Yeah.
As it is, they looked great because I did get that one chance and hit.
Yeah.
So. But this is definitely not a card that you're going to want to have in a hand that you know you're going to be behind in early.
Yep, I like that. Okay, well, we can take another question from you there, Rob.
Yeah, what do you think of Luris of the Dream Den? Do you think that's a card that'll see play in Standard, or do you think it'll mainly
Which one is that again?
Your Orzhov Kitty Cat companion.
Yes. That is a card that we didn't get to see until we already submitted deck list. So that's something I for sure want to bring on Thursday. I think that card's great. The fact that you can still play spells that cost more than 2, that it's just permanent cards, like I think that seems awesome.
Yeah,
you know?
I think it is the best companion previewed thus far.
I think so too. Oh, speaking of companions, I guess I need to go get the one that was still in my deck.
Yeah. I was sad to realize that if I wanted to play it in a white weenie deck, I could not play Venerated Loxodon.
Oh, yeah.
Play it as a companion. Yeah. But I kind of think that card is just good as a standalone. Like, don't bother companioning it. Just
I want to play Kroxa with that. I think Kroxa seems sweet with that companion.
Well, but you don't get to. You just get to keep casting it for 2 and have it go back to the graveyard.
Well, you can't escape for 4. I mean, you can escape it, right?
If you escape, you still have to exile the cards, though.
Yeah, of course.
So, like, this card isn't helping you.
I just think it's a 2-drop that is a powerful creature that you can have that has long-lasting, like, and replayability because it's just 2 mana, discard a card every time.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, that's good enough.
Like, quasi Ravenscrime them.
And then it's also
sending lightning bolts at their face. I guess you can only do it once a turn.
Yeah, but then it's also just a win con. Like, you can do it once a turn by casting it, and if you have 6 mana, you can, like, cast it and escape it, you know. Yeah, a little bit of a nombo by getting rid of your cards, but I think it's fine.
I agree that having good late game cards in your deck that is only playing 2-drops, but having a 2-drop that is a good late game card works really well.
Exactly. Yeah.
This hand is perfectly fine.
Okay.
Think we have to get rid of one of these.
All righty. I'm going to take 2 and play Knight.
18.
Here we
go. I will play a Temple of Epiphany.
Okay.
And put that on the bottom.
All right.
Need to hit some more land drops at this hand.
Okay, bash for 1 and get a kitty in there and do some scrying.
18 for me, 19 for you.
I don't think I want this tap land here, so we'll put that on the bottom and pass to you. Yeah, so I'm at 19 and you're at 18, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Ross, do you think the Octopus is good enough to help support like mono blue deck on its own? Just like Curious Obsession did with mono blue tempo.
Well, that mono blue deck had a lot of things going for it, like the 1 mana protection spells, lots of good 1 mana flyers. So I don't think the context is there in this standard, but it could supplement a mono blue deck in like Historic.
Yeah. Historic, it's already good. We proved that last time. That deck's nice. Yes.
I agree. Shallow and pedantic.
Questioning whether to kill something now.
You can go.
All right. I'll take 2.
You're at 17.
I'll attack.
I'm at 16.
Yeah, I don't want to pump here. I don't want to pump into that. No, it comes down to trying to play around which spell, and it's all a guessing game. The only thing I don't want to do is just like say go, because then I give you the opportunity of flashing in that 2/2 draw card, Brazenborn. So I want to play something impactful this turn that I'm also okay with being countered. So I think that fits the bill of a Woe Strider.
Woe Strider's fine.
Okay, get a goat and pass to you.
I'll play Brazenborn.
Okay. Goat, goat, goat.
Goat, goat, gadget ranger.
No. No.
Three in hand.
3 in hand. Mr. Ross Merriam, what you got? 5, 6, 7?
5.
How many shark tornadoes?
Didn't draw a third land.
Oh, yeah. Justice.
Which is a problem.
Justice has returned to Versus Live. Think.
Okay. I think I need to opt to try to hit my third land.
Okay.
Awkwardly main phase it with this.
All right, we'll see if Justice is truly here. If we go bottom and miss the land drop, then our old lost Merriam is right back at home. Oh.
I need to hit the untap land.
Temple.
Can't keep a temple.
Instead of a Temple of T, it's a Temple of E. Let's see it. Lost Merriam is back, ladies and gentlemen. Hooray. Yes. Okay.
I would have been fine naturally drawing that temple that turn and just playing another 2-mana spell.
I'll play Mayhem Devil.
I will respond.
Okay.
With a Spectral Sailor. Get a counter here.
Okay.
The Sailor's going to die to the devil anyway. Oh my god.
1 to this. 1 to that, please. We'll get a land. I'll sack and scry 1 to that. That's a nice one, huh? I'll do a scry. Don't think I want Gutter Bones right now. Then we will attack. I'll let you trade for Cat. I think that seems fine to me.
Snap that trade off.
Okay, take
go to
4.
12.
No other play, and then that, and pass to you.
Opt.
We're on our way.
Okay, hit the land this time. Pretty far behind at this point.
Yeah.
I do have a Scorching Dragonfire for this Mayhem Devil.
I'll sack it 1 to you. Shoot to 11, scry.
Yep.
Bottom. Now
That's the
we
turn.
want the land here for our good old friend Obosh. Think that's going to be quite nice. I'll attack for
And that's
6.
10.
Yeah, 7, 8, 9, 10. Shoot a 1. All right, trigger. Go. Obosh.
Very dead. Very,
All
very
right,
dead.
all right.
Can't
That
miss
was
land
a little
drops with
bit
this
more
deck.
fun. Yeah, you really can. Especially when you're on the draw. If you're on the play and you have like 2 Essence Scatters, a Scorching Dragonfire or whatever, you could miss a land drop or
Yeah.
2. You know, it wouldn't be a big deal. But
And if I hit the
Yeah.
temple naturally, then I just play it that turn and cast a 2-mana removal spell.
yeah,
And I'm in a much better shape.
yeah.
Granted, the Mayhem Devil still would have been really good.
Yeah.
So I guess like you play Mayhem Devil, I respond with Scorching Dragonfire on the Woe Strider,
Yeah,
and then your Mayhem Devil isn't nearly as good.
yeah,
And I have
true.
a 3/2.
Shoulda, coulda, woulda.
Then I would have had Stomp for the 1/2 for the Knight, and we would have just like sat there a little bit.
Yep, played a normal game. But that is going to do it for our pre-board games. We are going to take a short break to do some sideboarding here. I know sideboarding has to be a very kind of fickle process for me because I can't bring in any even
Very
cards.
delicate process.
Very delicate, exactly. So we're going to take a short break, and we'll be right back with sideboarding here with Rakdos Sacrifice up against Izzet Flash. See you in a sec.
Welcome back to Versus Live, where we are sideboarding in our matchup between Izzet Flash and Odd Rakdos Sacrifice.
Oh, yeah. Hey, just because I'm odd doesn't mean you have to call my deck odd as well, okay? Oh,
That's
I'm
exactly-
odd, of course. Yes.
Oh yeah, you are playing that companion, aren't you? Oh, on my side,
News to me, huh? Yeah.
I'm bringing in some even cards.
Yeah, okay.
Back where he's on deck.
Wow.
So we got some Embera Shield
I
Breakers.
didn't think you'd be the even one in this relationship. You're definitely the odd duck. Rob's the even one.
Yeah, let's be honest. This is an odd couple.
Exactly.
Shotgun Walter Matthau, though.
I don't know that.
Or that's Grumpy Old Man. My bad. Who played the people in the they made Odd Couple into a TV show, right? Who are the actors in it?
Got me. I guess I'll look it
Did
up.
they make it into a movie too?
This is the joys of hanging out with someone who loves trivia, that it's just
Yeah.
constant facts that we need to be knowing that nobody really needs to know about. But people do need to know about how you're sideboarding.
Okay, so we got Embera Shieldbreaker to help answer Witch's Oven.
Yep.
This is just a really annoying card, especially
It's
with
really
all
tough for your adventure creatures.
Yeah, exactly.
Mhm.
Especially the adventure creatures, and just that food can also just swing the race.
Yeah.
So this would be nice, and it's just a clean 2-for-1.
And Chris Barone's dog is just so cute. You know,
Yeah.
you want to make sure I don't get to make any of those.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I'm really mad that you get to play with the dog, and I'm over here.
Of course. Yeah. I get the dogs, the goats. Man, I'm the farmer over here today.
Scorching Dragonfire, obviously a good removal spell in the matchup. Definitely appreciate the exile, so we'll bring those in as well. Spectral Sailor is one of our weaker creatures in the matchup. One toughness.
You just don't have time to draw cards.
This is not a matchup where I'm looking to go turn 1 Sailor, turn 2 mutate Octopus on you.
Yeah.
I need to be interacting early, keep the pressure off me, and then turn the corner like you saw in game 1.
Yep.
Though maybe, not cut it as close as I did.
Maybe, yeah.
So we'll trim down on Spectral Sailor, and then Mystical Dispute and Thassa's Intervention are our clunkiest counter spells.
Yep.
And so that these are, a liability against a very low curve deck, so they come out as well.
Makes sense to me. So speaking of liabilities, Luca, I know it's a sin for us to take out preview cards, but you know what? Luca is not meant to be played against the flash decks. I do really want to see how the negative ability goes with like Cat and goes with Gutterbones, because you're always getting a 3-drop,
Yeah, but you also have to exile the...
That's true. Exiling Cat is a little worse, and even exiling Gutterbones, but still reasonable.
I wouldn't be surprised if that card started out as a sacrifice on the -2, and then they were like, let's not do that.
Let's not do that, yeah. So we're going to take out Luca just because it's too slow against Flash. Same with Claim the Firstborn. You're not, overloading. It would have been good in spots. Like, you had that loaded up Shark. If I was able to claim that, draw 2 cards, take 4, sack it to an oven, that would have been insane. But, the sorcery speed ability of it, I think, is a little bit of a liability. We're going to trim 1 Woe Strider as well. Our 3-drops are already pretty clogged, and this one can be dealt with pretty easily with a lot of your removal spells.
3-drop dying to Stomp is rough.
Exactly. So we're bringing in some drill bits here to be able to interact with you. I have Duresses in my board, but you have so many creatures that are also spells that I just can't really afford that chance right there of missing. And then we got a couple Bedevils to deal with these giant shark tornadoes and Brineborn Cutthroats. Just having an instant speed way to interact on a turn where I know that you want to counter something is great. I just wait till your end step, go to kill it. If you counter that, then my turn is free. And I want to line that up instead of just being a sorcery speed,
and that's really nice when my plan, if you try to play slower on counter spells, is to land my threat that turn and start pressuring you. If you just pass and I go end step, cast my Brazen Bar or my Brineborn Cutthroat or whatever, then you just bedevil it while I'm still tapped out. You've effectively traded your mana for mine while you're likely ahead on the battlefield, and that's a good exchange for you.
Yeah, you need your threat count to be high. Now, the one thing that used to work in previous iterations of the Flash deck, the one thing I'm more concerned about is if you cycle Shark Typhoon and just get a 4/4 there and I bedevil that exchange is a lot worse.
Yes.
So I think Shark Tornado is going to change the dynamics a little bit. So
I'm not going to lie, I did not have very high expectations for that card, but so far it's looked pretty good.
It has looked good, and it seemed really good. We weren't even sure. We'll level with you with the behind the scenes a little bit. We weren't even sure how much we wanted to play that card, but Cedric was just like, "Hey, we need that card. This card is too sweet." I think if you look at Cedric Felix's Twitter, he is very hyped about Sharknado and
Shark Typhoon.
Shark Typhoon.
Let's not get sued here.
Oh yeah, okay, sorry. Isn't that a movie or?
Yes, that is the movie franchise.
Okay, gotcha.
It's a franchise. Have they made a third yet? I know they made a sequel.
I thought they'd made a third, but I'm not entirely sure.
That's probably why they can't name that card that, huh?
Oh yeah.
All right, Rob. Let's get some questions from you. Let's hear from the audience.
Also, real quick, Dan has informed me that the actors in Odd Couple TV series were Jack Klugman and Tony Randall.
Thank you, Dan. Really needed to know that. All right.
So the first question, a card you all were talking about before we started filming today, Heartless Act, which was previewed today, is 1 and a black, instant, choose 1, destroy target creature with no counters on it, or remove up to 3 counters from target creature.
Good.
What do y'all think about that?
I think that card is good. It just seems like a better Doomblade, right?
Yes, I think card is very, very good.
Wait, it doesn't hit Planeswalkers, right? It's not remove counters from any permanent?
Okay. From a creature.
Okay.
So when you think about the cards that this card misses, things like Arcbound Ravager, you can still get 3 counters off of it, not dead. Things like Nissa lands, you still kill the land by just removing the counter.
Yeah.
And it's a 0/0 land. So there isn't a lot that this card's going to miss unless we start to see a lot of cards with things like flying counters on them.
Yeah.
Like Mothra creatures that come back from the Mothra card.
Yeah. You know what I think is going to be happening? I think this card's going to be bad and limited and good and constructed, which is crazy. But there's so many of those cycle effects that put a counter on something. You're just asking to be blown out. If you go, okay, destroy that without a counter, they go, cycle, death touch counter. And you're just like, oh, God, I'm dead.
Yeah. And so many creatures that just have a counter anyway.
Yeah.
Enter with it. So I expect this card to be very, very good and constructed.
Yeah.
I expected to see play not only in Standard, but also in Pioneer and Modern.
Yeah, think about that with Sultai.
Yeah.
Sounds like a great removal in Soul Tie.
Honestly, like it might even see passing play in Legacy. Like, you know, not a ton, but like sometimes you see people play with like a 1-of Doomblade kind of card in their Legacy deck. So like that could easily be in that slot. This card, it is just an excellent removal.
It's going to be a very powerhouse. Yeah, Rob, let's take another one from you.
All right. Also, I'm being told by chat there are 6 Sharknado movies.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah.
Jesus.
It's getting to Fast and Furious levels.
I want to know what the 6th one is about. I don't care about the rest, but I want to know what their Stretch Shark Tornado movie is all about.
All right. Well, the Master Flex had a question. What do you think about this set's impact on Pioneer?
Well, I think that Doomblade card or whatever it's called is going to make its mark.
In like the flex spots on mono black aggro. Like a Grasp of Darkness and whatever.
Yeah, I think it's still a little early to tell, but you best believe we've been starting to get into the lab and think about a Pioneer show with it when we get a couple more cards. But Broodmoth is a card that maybe could do some infinite combos.
The General Kudrow. That is a card I'm actually writing about this week. That article will be up on Thursday. I think could put Pioneer.
I think the Octopus card seems like a better card for you to write about, though. It seems like that's right up your alley.
I'm gonna murder you in your sleep.
Wow! This is a family show, man.
Yeah, a little aggressive for the show.
Too soon.
Sorry, buddy. Continue. All right, we'll take one more question from you, Rob.
All right, do y'all see anything in this set that would be a boost for control decks? Do you expect them to come back?
I know Shaheen Sarani is actually high on Shark Typhoon as a kill condition in control decks. You're not cast just as a cycle, sort of like Decree of Justice back in the day.
That's what I was going to say,
So that could definitely bolster control decks, and I would certainly take Sheen's word.
I think one card for control is actually that Cycle Dinosaur that's an 8/8. That the 4th time you cycle it, it comes back. Like, I could see some world where you just play like Jeskai control, Teferi, bunch of Wraths, counter spells, and just that as your win con. You know, I could see something like that. I don't know how it would fare against these like oven decks and stuff like that are going to be popular.
I mean, it has trample. It's 8/8 trample haste.
Yeah. So no, I'm just saying because of all the value they generate, where they don't, where a counter spell doesn't matter as much. I don't know. I mean, maybe. I'm just saying the deck itself might be a little bit troublesome for it.
But both of those things basically serve the same purpose. They're a win condition that does other things in the early game, which is exactly what control decks
replace
want.
Itself.
The ideal control deck was the old Nephalia Drownyard Dimir deck, where they just didn't have to play win conditions.
Yeah,
it could just mill you out with a land.
And one thing we saw as a nice control card from last versus live is just Luca. You didn't have any creatures in your Luca deck. Oh, sorry, you had one creature in your two creatures in your Luca deck. But I mean, that was you essentially turned that card into a control card for that, and it looked nice.
Yeah, So those, I think if your control decks are going to have black in it, that removal spell should be quite good. So it looks like we're getting some good removal spells, And
the Mythioses or whatever they're called.
Mythos of Nethroi is the Abzan one. If you have like an more controlling Abzan deck,
you'll be seeing that from me later on. I love Abzan shells, and this is something I'm super excited to try out.
Yeah. The quality of the removal in this set is very high. Yeah. So I expect that to help control decks.
But the power of the creatures is insanely high as well. The only thing that we're not seeing is really high is early threats. Like early, really powerful threats. Like you have Sprite Dragon and stuff like that. But we're just seeing really expensive things and then good removal to answer those expensive things. So it's kind of, it is the weirdest set I've seen in years, for sure. Yeah. So
we got any more, Rob?
No, but I'm told that the plot of the 6th Sharknado movie is they go back in time to fight the original Sharknado and the cause of all the Sharknados.
Wow.
But didn't they already defeat the original Sharknado in the first one?
They go back to fight the source, which is wind?
You're asking me about a series which I have no knowledge, unfortunately, so I can't help you.
They presumably defeated the first Sharknado in the first Sharknado film.
Yeah.
But they have to go back in time and defeat it again in order to defeat Sharknados once and for all. And so does that mean the 6th Sharknado film closes the franchise? It means they can't have more?
Let's hope so.
Because that would be a shame. We need to have Sharknado 7.
All right, let's do some battling. Let's try to Shark Tornado me. All right, how's your hand?
Mediocre.
Mine is mediocre as well, but I'm going to keep.
I will also keep, though.
Okay.
Team events go.
Oh, Bosh. I don't know if we're going to have to reveal this once again, but
before the game starts. I think it's like Leyline.
Yeah. Hold. Knight past you. Actually, do I want to do knight? Actually, I'm going to go like this. I'm going to play oven past you. I'm going to try to shut down your adventure stuff.
Well, if you're playing an oven, I will destroy it.
Just kidding. I'll play knight.
You can go.
All right. That didn't work out well. Now, do we want to play 2 creatures here or try to make sure we can play, set up our lands a little bit better? Let's go with knight and just a temple here. I want to make sure I have a good turn next turn. And bottom this land, and I'll pass to you.
Pass turn.
Okay, well, you could have a lot of things that I could walk into right here. Don't necessarily just want to play a 3-drop creature into this. So I'm going to attack. I'm going to pump.
I will respond with a stomp.
Dang it. Yep. I was, either way, it was kind of bad here, depending on your hand, of course, but.
I'm just going to play a Bone Crusher Giant.
Okay.
Pass the turn. Do not have a 4th land drop. I think I just want to get on the battlefield, and that will help me as I fall behind.
Makes sense to me. Let's go with. Yeah, I'm going to take 2 and play these 2. Pass to you.
Brings you to 18.
Yep.
Attack for 4.
No blocks.
You go to 14.
Yep.
Pass the turn.
Untap. I will play a Fabled Passage. Sack, deal 1 to you.
I'm at 19.
And I'm going to go with Obosh.
I will ionize the Obosh. You go to 12?
12, yep. And then I'll attack for 4.
I go to 15.
And I'll get a counter. Yep, pass to you.
Okay, we found another land, which is nice.
Ruh-roh.
Let's attack for 4 again.
Down to 8.
And pass the turn.
Okay, getting a little low on life here, so we got to play pretty defensive from here. I'm going to go with a Midnight Reaper.
I will respond.
Okay.
With a Scorching Dragonfire on the Mayhem Double.
Okay. This resolves?
Yes.
I'll attack.
Take 2.
Should have 15. Second main.
I was already at 15 because you got a 4-point attack the previous turn.
Oh, okay, so put you to 13.
Yeah.
All right, I'll play another Midnight Reaper. A little risky,
Sure.
but pass to you.
And step Spectral Sailor.
Okay.
Not a bad draw there. Definitely use another land. And let's mutate the Octopus onto the Sailor.
Okay.
And I think I just want to get in for 2.
So it's the other way, right? Isn't it?
Yeah, I want it to be an octopus, I guess. Yeah.
Okay.
So it's going to be an octopus with that. How do I can attack, which basically forces a trade. I'm at 13 right now. This actually, oh no, it doesn't force anything because you could just try to crack back for lethal, but I can just play a blocker.
Yep.
And you can't use a removal spell and lethal because you need to pump the knight twice. I think I'm just going to get in for 2.
I'll go down to 6.
6. I will draw 1.
Yep.
And I will pass a turn.
Untap. Let's see. I think I just want to attack with everything here. Yeah, we'll get on in with everything.
2 in hand.
2 in hand.
Before blocks, I'm going to cycle Shark Typhoon and make a 1/1.
Okay.
I would like to go to blocks.
Sure.
I'm going to block like this. Now, this forces Corey to spend 3 mana and doesn't give him any extra cards, which I think is what I just want to do here.
Okay.
Just tempo out to finish. So if he doesn't have a 3 mana removal spell for this octopus, he's going to be in rough shape.
Yeah, and I think that is the reason I just have to let this knight die because I need cards. It sucks, but that's really...
I take 3, go to 10.
And I take 2 down to 4.
Yep.
1, 2.
Now it kind of needs removal spell plus blocker.
Yep. Well, I have... Yeah, I'm just dead. I just have more Midnight Reaper and Judith.
Yeah, so you have to block this, and you end up taking 2, and then 2 here.
Yeah, I started the turn with 2 lands, so I was quite far behind there.
Okay.
Yeah, just never really got anything going. Every choice I made early, whether or not to did you have a counterspell on 3?
I had the Ionize.
You had so you had both.
Yeah,
regardless.
I had removal spell.
Yeah, so it kind of felt like I was making all the wrong decisions, but really it just whatever. If I went with A, you played X. If I went with B, you played Y.
Yep.
So it felt like there was mistakes that were happening on my side, but that's just what happens against these flash decks. It's so hard to play against, and that's one of the joys of just being able to react to your opponent. And I just wasn't able to get a fast enough draw.
Yeah, and that's a game.
Killing the oven early really sucked. You know. That was huge.
Yeah. I had good cheap removal, and I was able to tempo you pretty quickly, and then start applying pressure here and with the bone crusher. And from that point, the fact that you flooded meant you didn't have as many options. Yeah. So you kind of just had to play into my stuff. I had good cards. Yeah. So I gained my tempo, and then close the game out.
Agreed. Yeah, it seems like Blue-Red is definitely up Ross's alley here. It seems like you should maybe even start writing about that sea dasher octopus, but maybe that's for another day.
Honestly, there's one part of me that likes the fact that Emma is writing about it. Yeah. And that just means I get to easily
get some
learn
ideas,
some other thoughts.
There you go.
I have my own thoughts, and obviously they would have gone into an article. I would love to have done that. But now I have those thoughts and Emma's thoughts. Yeah. And 2 heads are better than 1.
That's how I feel too. I already have to hear your thoughts every Tuesday and Thursday from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. So I would rather read Emma's. Yeah.
There's 2 obvious flash decks in Izzet and Simic that have existed. But I'm actually thinking that I want to try out a Dimir flash deck. Because they have Dirge Bat too, which is a great flash creature, and now you have 2 mutates. Yeah. Can you imagine mutating this onto Dirge Bat, killing their blocker, and getting in for 3?
Oh God! I mean, that's expensive and whatnot, but it's
you can do it. You can Dirge Bat and step on turn 4, right? And
then untap, it's just a 4-mana 3/3 fire, right?
And then do this for 2 mana, hold up a counter spell on turn 5, and get a removal spell with it.
Whoa! Oh, that seems nice.
Yeah.
That seems really nice. Okay. Well, it looks like you got a deck to build for Thursday. But we are going to take a short 5-minute break, y'all, and then we are going to bring you round 2. What do we got for round 2, Ross?
I am going to be playing a Mardu sacrifice deck. Yeah. But this is really going to be trying to utilize Mythos of Snap decks very well. So you're going to see Mythos. You're going to see Cat Oven, because Oven is an artifact for it.
Yep.
You're going to see the enchantment is escaping my name, but the Blood Artist enchantment.
Yeah.
As an enchantment for it. We're going to see the Moth, Luminous Brood Moth. So that when you sacrifice all your creatures, they come back.
Yeah.
You just choose the Brood Moth. Like,
it should be spicy.
Yeah, really trying to take advantage of Mythos of Snapdax to see how powerful that card could be.
Should be spicy. And I'm going to be piloting Autumn Burchett's Esper Hero Even list that they wrote about a little bit last week. So if you want to check that article out, Friday. So if you want to check that out, give it a look. It's all about the Even companion, whatever of depths.
Ayuda?
Yeah. Yeah, Garuda, Doom of Death.
There we go.
So we're going to try this. We wanted to start odd. Now we're switching to even cards. I'm really trying to get that spectrum here. So.
Odd didn't work so well, so maybe we got to try even and see if it works better.
Yeah, no kidding. I need to try the other half of the spectrum. So we're going to take a short 5-minute break, and we'll be right back with round 2 here on Versus Live.